Hey, Edwan, do you want to do an interview about your new music video?
Yeah, that sounds awesome, man.
How long did that video take?
Took about 7 months of total pre-production, production, and post-production. It was just me, by myself.
So you went on tour to film this, or did you just film a few things on tour? What's that all about?
I wanted to have a close collaboration with the band, to have time to have like a creative relationship with them. I wanted to have the freedom to be able to revise. Getting to know the band was probably my favorite part.
We're at the Dance or Die video practice #1. His name is Steven Schultz. We call him Dr. Fancy Pants. The man literally has 3 pairs of biker shorts on tour with us right now, and that's all he wears. He's not ashamed of it. There's people that kid him about it, but he tells them to basically move on with his mustache.
Steven,
Micah.
guess what just happened?
What?
Just got done having a dance party at Warped Tour with Family Force 5. I
Really?
think you should direct their next video. Go
Okay.
listen to it, give me
Okay.
a call back.
You look good today, man.
Okay, you too. All right, love you, bye.
Alright, bye.
I remember Steven sent over this test run of himself, like in his room, of the Dance or Die video. We kind of were like, it's a no-brainer.
Steven Schultz, when I first met him, I was like, oh, another Turbo. He is very out there, very video guy. So I finally thought all video guys are the same.
And we talked with this guy, and we were like, so, what do you have in mind for the video? And he was like, okay, so this redheaded space goddess is gonna save you guys from this gack that's covering your bodies.
It lined up exactly with kind of our bigger idea of what the whole Dance or Die album was about.
And actually the name Aurora was invented by Family Force 5 even before I had thought of that concept. So when I presented them the concept, they were like, this is perfect, we're hiring you. So when I first thought of the idea, I just did all these rough sketches in my sketchbook. And later on I started turning those into paintings. So the next thing I did was started animating those paintings and putting them together in order. And so I'd call that an animatic.
We all watched it and we were like, oh my gosh, this is the dude that we need to get. The choreography was awesome. Steven would come and get me every day after sound check, and we would try and come up with some moves. It was fun because I like to dance,
1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a dance war. Dance or die. Yeah, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're gonna celebrate. Dance or die. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a dance war. A dance or die.
His timing of everything was really like on the ups and the ands and stuff, and I'm always used to doing stuff right on the down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. But he'd be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and it was almost like Brazilian choreography or something.
That's an awesome move. I think we just need to adjust the timing.
Step back. Power comp was a word that Dr. Fancy Pants used to describe describe the feeling of like a lightning finish type of thing.
Power comp to me, power comp to you, power comp's something different to everybody. So, you know, for someone that's into, say, cooking, like making a souffle that's really difficult to make, could be their power comp.
Power comp! I don't know, it's just something magical about it, and we all really like that word.
That power comp is getting me. I'm not saying it at the same beat as everybody. Make sure we go, power comp!
Wait, I thought it was power comp!
Power comp! Power comp!
Mud stuff that got all over them. How'd you make it like so splashed off of them?
Well, that was crazy because that stuff is actually Nickelodeon gack. Literally, I made Nickelodeon gack from this recipe online. We covered Soul Glow with this gack stuff. I shot myself shooting milk out of a straw, and then I composited it over the gack so that when the milk explodes, it reveals, and then the gack slowly gets erased, and then you see the real person underneath. I'd say the hardest part was definitely making Aurora and her hair. Originally I had the plan of using a real person and then adding digital hair. I even tried wigs, like huge wigs and stuff, and that just wasn't working. I wanted the hair to like move like it was a person. So I originally shot Sarah Hudson from Ultraviolet Sound. I just filmed her on the green screen and stuff, and when I got home I tried to edit it, but it wasn't working. Not Sarah's fault, it was just the fact that it was a person. Just a person is too limited. I had to make it 3D animation. So I hired this guy named Luke Cote to make the 3D model, and I based it off these dolls that I love. They're made in Korea, called Doll in Mind. After we made the 3D model, I rigged the character myself. Later on I started animating the character, and also at the same time I had to figure out how the hair was going to work. So I did all these physics simulations in the computer with hair and all this different stuff that controls the hair. At the very beginning, when I was first thinking of the sound effects, me and my buddy Kyle, we sat down and just recorded with our mouths, like... As we were rehearsing, the band started making all these funny noises. And later on, since I didn't have a good recording of the sound, I had to call them and have them record their voices.
Whoa! Whoa! Deflected!
So then after that, I was like, man, I wanted it to be even better. So I started adding sound effects like whooshes, you know, when they do this. And like then I added a choir noise when he did this. And I called my friend Matt from Emory and created a lot of these goofy sounds you hear. And then, even later on, Soul Glow added a whole bunch of sounds of his own, so you have all these different tracks.
Now, if you watch any of the scenes without the sound effects, they sound so empty and so naked that it's one of the, by far, the most important things. I would admit that by far the greatest influence on this video is probably Michael Jackson.
I've been hooked to MJ since I was a little kid. So, yeah, it's inevitable that he shows up, like his influence shows up in my videos.
Steven and all of us worked so hard to get it done on time, even though it was about 7 months of work.
What do you see as like the importance of music videos?
I think a music video can be incredibly important for a band, and it can also be a complete waste of money if they don't put in the effort to do it right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say goodnight.
Sorry, I'm gonna get into it. Hold on.
Run quiet, please. They're so good. Keep it. I think it's hilarious. I need some pose action.
We'll always love you.
And okay, stop.